Hello everyone, Brad Johnson here. In this conscious matrix communication video, we're going to be talking about the drawback of involvement. So what is it we commonly see in regards to our mass awakening upon this planet? Again, there is a particular grasp in regards to awakening and expansion. So if we're taking a look at awakening, right here, what is it that we're seeing in regards to a state of awakening? As I said, it's not expansion, but you're understanding that the borders of reality are noticeable. So they're brought into your awareness. You're becoming aware of the borders and the barriers and the belief systems that you have been carrying throughout your entire life. You're noticing the borders, the barriers, and the belief systems through others. You're noticing the consistency of how many organizations, groups, methods, practicums, understandings of how we interact in a societal program are beginning to show their borders, their barriers, their belief systems in all the way that it comprises itself. So when you're looking at expansion, you're looking at something much different. Through expansion, you're looking at the idea of how you are transcending boundaries. These boundaries are no longer the idea of identification. So they are being surpassed. So you're not doing that in this state of awakening. So when we're looking at the drawback of involvement, what are we looking at? When we're becoming involved with somebody else. Let's take a look at someone named Jenny. Alright? Just a fictional understanding, no one personally, of course, whom I know. But here's Jenny, right here. Nice little frizzy hair. Stick lady. And we're kind of getting concerned about Jenny. She watches too much TV. You know, it's all of these criminal investigation shows, it's all this TV, it's all these commercials that she's constantly checking out. Her diet is questionable. What is she eating? I mean, she's like a meat-eating carnivore, you know, chicken, fish, beef, pork. Oh, you know, it just disgusts me every time I see that. Oh, when will she stop? Her mentality relating to money and relationships. She's just a shopaholic. She'll go to a mall and she'll spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on new clothes and gadgets. Her relationship, she's letting this guy completely walk over her. She won't say anything. She's too timid. I think it's time now that I step into Jenny's life and I get her to realize this. I really get involved with her and I make her see this. Do you see the drawback of involvement? This is just one particular example in regards to Jenny here, who watches too much TV, who has a diet very heavy in the meats or lots of sugars, who has a very strong overactive mentality relating to money, overactivity relating to relationships, that she's just not feeling that she herself is worthy in a relationship and that her partner is walking over, as that's the particular manifestation that she's bringing about in the form of her creation. And so we decide that we need to get involved. We know that these things are wrong, but what creates that compelling aspect of us to want to get involved? Compelling involvement. It's because I've been through what she's been through. I've been there, and I know the answers, the solutions to these problems. I know the solution to what she is, to what she's going through right now, to who she thinks she is right now. And I know this, and I can transform her. Here's 3 words for you. No, you can't. You cannot transform anybody. Now, it is true that, there are some forms relating to how Jenny runs her life that are completely different from yourself. And if you feel that through such compelling involvement that you want to go deeply and tackle her baggage, pick up her bags and throw it on your shoulder, and start walking up that immense stairway with all those steps, then what you're doing is you're involving yourself with something that is not your business. That's simply how it works. None of us can change anybody else. And this is what's happening in regards to many of the circles that we see online, many of the circles, the group capacity, etc., etc. That we're all feeling that we need to change everybody. You shouldn't be watching TV. Stop doing that. You should only be vegan. Stop eating meat, for God's sakes. You should be smart with money. Move past money. Go into an open community. Go into eco groups. Looking into all that. You need to have better relationships. Look for your twin flame. Look for your soulmate. Combine yourself. Those expressions are admirable. But the whole idea is that not everybody is going to reach that level. So what you are experiencing here with Jenny is the hope. Is hope that she transforms. Is hope that she realizes that all this is no longer necessary, that she's able to evolve herself. Of course it's great to, move beyond TV, that you're not spending all day watching TV, that you're eating a lot more healthy for your body, that you're a little more wiser with your money, or if you're looking into alternatives with whatever you feel is good for community's sake, that your relationships is really picking up. But the whole idea here is it's not about the feeling that they're not going to change. It's the feeling that you are persistent in them changing now. And that's the whole idea. The feeling that, oh, I hope Jenny just wakes up tomorrow and something's going to be so great. I hope she wakes up in the next 10 minutes and something really outstanding happens. And here's the whole idea. It's just that each and every single one of us, in some way, in some capacity, had to go through this learning ourselves. And so this is the drawback with involvement. We form a romanticism in regards to somebody or some group or something that doesn't represent our vibrational understanding of what reality is, and so we attempt to get involved with it to such a level that we now are carrying all those bags across our shoulders, and now we're feeling the strain. We're just ready to collapse under our own weight. All because of hope. I hope this person transforms. I hope this person changes. I hope this group really starts to wake up. I really hope that they can transform themselves and see things the way I do, or see things the way that my like-minded friends and family do. I really wish this system, I really hope this system transforms and that we can move into a better tomorrow. So, we're going to take a look directly at this fun little word. We're going to take a look at hope. Hope itself is admirable, but in its biggest way imaginable, it is a drawback. It is the biggest distraction in regards to you elevating yourself, evolving yourself. There's no doubt that many of us would love to all be part of a wonderful society where no one suffered, where no one went hungry, where nobody was without a home, where people would generally be able to care for each other. And this is the hope principle. I hope that happens. I really, really hope that happens. But the whole idea is that you're not responsible in regards to the direction of the collective consciousness. That everything in regards to this planet, of how it has operated, has been based upon a continuity of the flow in regards to the collective consciousness. It is a tortoise and the hare analogy. All right? Here's the slow tortoise. Here's the speedy hare. Now, the hare itself represents your own personal transformation. Okay? The tortoise itself, moving very slowly, is the collective consciousness transformation. Okay? You're not going to be in the idea of feeling that you're all of a sudden going to stop and you're going to come back around and you're going to try and push this enormous tortoise. Oh, come on, just go a little bit faster. Just go a little bit faster. What's taking you so long? I'm all the way up here and you're all the way back here. Come on, get things together. Get your ass moving. You know, what are you doing? Let's get things rolling here. And what happens if you're picking up this gigantic, enormous tortoise that's just so amazingly large and you're just this small little hare? You're going to collapse under its own weight because you're giving yourself the idea of feeling that you're responsible. The world is upon your shoulders and now it's up to you. You're the one that needs to make the call. You're the one that needs to push humanity into that next level of consciousness. That has nothing to do with you. That's not your job. That's never why you came to this planet. Because everybody wants to know their mission. They want to know what their mission is in life. What is it that I came here to do? There must have been some sort of sacred mission. I must have come here from the highest of councils that I can imagine. And it's all up to me to transform this planet. Because I feel this awakening within myself. I feel these energies flowing. I'm developing these abilities. I'm developing these gifts. It must be for a divine purpose. It must be because I'm going to get everybody's act in gear. I'm going to bring hope alive. A mission represents the idea of hope. Because you hope that you're the one responsible. You're the one who's going to rally the troops and you're going to get everybody together and you're going to move to that next level. It's not to say that you don't have some form of participation in regards to the flow of events. But the whole idea here is moving more into a solution-based mentality. It's no longer concerning yourself about the ways of involvement, about the idea of hope, about the faith that's coming together. I'm creating a faith. And this faith is called light worker. It's called the New Age. It's called the Truth Movement. Those are cute. Those are cute words. Light worker, New Age, truth. I'm a truther. I reek of truthiness. Because it's all part of a step of faith. The faith in regards to understand that this is a collective determination and that this is a collective algorithm, a collective momentum, that I'm leading the charge and I'm taking that horse and I'm just galloping forward into the brilliant sunset and I'm transforming this planet all by myself. Everybody's going to follow me. It's going to be fantastic. We'll have a merry old time. Well, again, admirable, but your work. That's not what you're here to do, okay? You can call yourself a light worker. You can call yourself a new ager. You can call yourself a truther. It doesn't matter. Those are cute labels. They're words. They're funny. They're interesting. They're colorful. And that's fantastic. But what is it to be a light worker? What is it to be a new ager? What is it to be a truther? What is it to be a starseed? Or an indigo child? Or a rainbow child? A wanderer? Whatever you want to call them. They're just interesting labels. Because what is it that you truly are? Are you the I am? Well, that represents the fulfillment of a self-understanding. Isness? Absolutely. Because it represents everything. Not just the I, but all. Everything that is. And so it's not about the feeling that you're grasping to hope and to faith. Because these represent the drawbacks. You're here for yourself. You're here for your own personal transformation. And you're here to be the example. It's not about the feeling that I alone am going to make everybody switch their diets. That they're all going to become vegan. That they're all going to become vegetarian. That they're all going to look into these things because I need to do it. Because what they're doing right now is wrong. So, we're looking at wrong here. And so we're going to put a nice little negative right there. And what I'm doing is right. And put a nice little plus sign there. So what are we dancing with here? We're dancing with a positive and a negative. That I'm the one who's in the diet, look at my body, I'm transforming, I'm doing so fantastic. Damn those people who aren't doing this. I really need to go teach them a lesson. Then what are we creating? What are we doing here? We're bringing in systems that represent a mirror to what we are attempting to evolve past. If everything needs to be seen your way, and only your way, you're interacting in the understanding of feeling that the system that you are attempting to evolve past is mirroring through your mentality. That I'm right and they're wrong. So what does this mean? Does this mean that we become apathetic? Is apathy the choice here? Are we to be apathetic, uncaring in regards to what other people think of what they're going through? Absolutely not. It's not about apathy. It's about observation. It's about neutrality. It's about assistance. It's about love. These all represent the cores of balance. Because you can always assist, you can always share, you can always inspire, you can always suggest. But the greatest ways that that can come through is when you are becoming the example. When you're talking to your best friend, could be your neighbor that's just living down the street, and they're seeing how you're transforming. You're telling them, oh, I'm just having this really amazing new diet. I've completely gone off gluten, I've completely gone off sugars, I've completely gone off meats, and I'm feeling fantastic. I just have so much energy right now. Your best friend looks at you and saying, really? That is really amazing. In all the years I've known you, your energy is just so vibrant. You know what? Maybe I should try this diet that you're trying. What is it that you have? Can you show me some recipes? Can you give me some ideas of, what you eat on a daily basis? Oh, absolutely, no problem. I'll go get them right now. What did you do? Through your example, You provided a state, a presence, that allowed that person to gain a realization. Because they saw you in regards to your example. You weren't saying, oh, Joe, you know, you better do this, you better do that. Look at me what I'm doing right now. Look at me, I'm in this vegan diet. I have so much energy right now. You better get things together, man. You know, I'm telling you. You never did that. You didn't get involved. You were simply having a wonderful conversation with a friend. And this friend means a lot to you. You guys have a wonderful conversation. It was just a beautiful day. Everything came together. Synchronicity came together. And there was a moment of realization that came through to Joe because he felt inspired. He saw the example that you became. And this is exactly what happened. That is the understanding. That's the whole idea. You do not have a drawback in regards to being yourself. Drawback does not exist in that moment. So, this is the whole idea. That drawback relating to involvement is always going to happen. It's just you becoming the example. So, when you look at the idea of how, through yourself, who you are, your presence, brought forward through your state of being, your SOB. I'm not talking about the other SOB, but I'm talking about your state of being. Then this is what really transforms. This is what really is giving a beautiful inspiration together. You don't even have to say anything to another person. You can just walk into a room filled with people and just the way that you are, you're evolving yourself, you're advancing yourself into new understandings of how to live your life to the fullest, to increasing your lifestyle, to transforming your diet, to performing this mental training to allow these abilities to come through, to be very highly intuitive with people. You just step into the room and people go, oh, and they're hit by this energy. Did you say anything? No, you didn't say a word. And this is where realization comes in, because you're just being yourself. You're not cracking a whip and saying, oh my goodness, everybody, I'm a light worker. You need to do what I say. We need to transform this planet around right now. Come on, get off your feet. It's transforming time. It's not going to work. That's not how it operates. Because any time that you have that ambition in regards to change another, you're only going to develop everything that represents physical ego principles. That something that is led by ego will only attract those who are of ego base. Oh, it's not the way to transform the planet. The way to transform the planet is this way. Oh, you're completely wrong. The way to transform the planet is this way. Oh, you can't be serious. I'm taking control of the group meditations now, and this is the way it needs to be. And blah, 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 blah. What gets done? Nothing gets done, because you're creating the idea of ambition. You're ambitious relating to the idea of feeling that this little group is going to transform everybody. It can't be done. It's not possible. The only way that you're ever going to allow some form of transformation to take place is when you see it through yourself. And you're just being who you are. You're not this Messiah who's come on this planet to transform everybody. There never has been a Messiah on this planet. There never has been. Religion wants to make it feel that it is, but there never has been a Messiah, because everything that represents the idea of a messenger has always been construed to the point of feeling that he was a savior, that he was someone greater than you, that he was an almighty being, and that you're just nothing. You're just this cattle below here, and here's his pedestal, and here you are right here. You're moving past such outdated paradigms. So, don't worry about the idea of feeling that you're here on a mission. That you're here as some type of Messiah. That you're here to rally hope and faith, to create some group that's based on enlightenment, that your ambition is the drive for transformation of others. All right? These all represent drawback. Okay? That's how it is. I'm not here to shatter anyone's heart of saying that, oh my God, Brad, I always thought I was a light worker. You are a light worker, but you're light working on yourself. You are a star seed, but you're seeding yourself. You're growing that seed. What is it to be a star seed? You emerge from other realms, from other planets, from other dimensions, from other habitats, from other dimensions, and you have been that seed. Is that seed going to remain a seed, or is it going to grow into something prosperous? That is the star seed. Your seed is growing through yourself. You're not planting that seed in anybody else. You're planting your own seed, and you're allowing it to grow. You're an indigo child, all right? You're the indigo ray spectrum, and you're a child. Well, now you're growing. Now you're maturing. Now you're advancing. You're not making anyone else an indigo child. You're not another person's way shower. You're showing yourself the way. You cannot show another person their path. You can talk about what you are feeling. You can talk about understanding and adaptation of the energies that's portraying through yourself. And you're saying, well, this is what I'm seeing through yourself, and this is just my interpretation of it. But that person is not going to grab a hold of that person and say, oh, you need to be over here. This is where you have to be because this is what your energies are telling me. Get your butt over here. No, it's not about that. Anytime you're reading energies, you're literally sharing perspective. You're sharing a perspective in regards to what you're noticing through observation in the other. And that everything that represents prediction is simply calculation. Everything that represents the energies is one soul speaking to another. And that soul can always speak to another. There may be a particular ability that one has that another doesn't quite yet, that they're still attempting to work on, where they can see something, where they can feel something, and that they're sharing this light. And that's great, because that's a part of the sharing and the inspiring. But it's not about that person feeling that, you have to go here, or else this is going to happen. You need to do this, or else that's going to happen. Right? And not trying to shove that person in line to get them upon that path. You're following a very, very strong current that's just blowing you away. And it's becoming these gusty winds. It's becoming this huge hurricane. It's becoming this enormous tidal wave. And here you are, right here, trying to walk through it. Through all that gusty wind. Through all that huge, enormous current that's just brushing you against that. Why is that happening? Because you feel responsible and taking charge for another person's life. It's not your work. All right? That's the whole idea. So remember that while you're here on this planet, you're here to be who you are in the state of trueness. Trueness. Truthiness. Whatever you want to call it. But you're being true to yourself. You're unlocking yourself. You're unraveling all of these tentacles that have been coiled up and entangled for so long. And now you're starting to see your own path coming together. You're starting to see that golden light path moving together. And you're evolving yourself. You're advancing yourself. And through the self-fulfillment that you attain, you're able to literally become this example for everybody else. In all the years, the 4+ years that I've been doing this, I haven't changed anybody. I have not changed one single person. The only person I've changed is myself. Everything that I'm bringing forward in regards to these videos, in regards to my services, the products, etc., have all just been my perspective, my point of view, in regards to how I have allowed myself to see reality. And that it's a perspective, if it happens to work with you, in your own way, it will click in. In your own way, these perspectives will transform because there's a like-mind calibration taking place here. There's a synergy. And that's what's taking place here. It's not up to me to fix your problems. It's not up to you to fix my problems. It's not up to anybody else. We are the ones that are working towards advancing ourselves. And that as more people begin to realize this, we're evolving past that point of feeling that we're all so responsible for each other. Oh, this poor little child here, he's a 30-year-old bum and he has no job and he eats a lot of meat and he's really careless with money. I better change him. Better get on the horn. No, that's not your work. All right? So please just remember that what you're doing here on this planet is for your own personal evolution. If you really want to know your mission, it's to be you. It's to interact with this world. It's to discover anything you want to discover. There is nothing on this planet that you cannot do. And that's the simple way of it. You only feel that you can't do something because these belief systems within yourself are keeping you confined. And this is as far as I can go. I dare not go any further because maybe I'll get too crazy. Maybe I'll go too far. Maybe there's a danger ahead. We limit ourselves in regards to feeling that we can only go to a certain level. So, if you really want to see transformation, you're going to see it through yourself. Because beyond the I am is the isness. And that we are all connected together. That we're all living together. That one particular life is not just going to affect this life. That everything we do, all of our actions, correspond synchronistically to all the other gears that are turning. And so we're all working together with each other, whether we are consciously aware of it or not. It's all about the magic of synchronicity. It's the alignment of reality. It's the way that our creation flows through us. That's the whole grand understanding. So do not worry about involvement, as the true drawback is all about involvement. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any other questions in regards to this subject, by all means feel free to contact me, info@areyourselfempowered.com. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Namaste. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please remember to check us out on areyourselfempowered.com for conscious matrix communication, private sessions, either by Skype, one-on-one, or through email readings as well too, a new service that has been brought forward. Akashic perspective sessions in regards to knowing more about your life stream, past lives, future lives, helping you to understand more of the facets relating to your whole being. Body regeneration healing sessions, helping to repair organs, helping to repair other aspects of your body, anything physical, anything energetic, as well as enhancements as well too. And of course, digital download courses that you can grab online as well too, all through areyourselfempowered.com. Thank you very much for watching. Looking forward to talking to you very soon. Much love. Namaste.